time to open two packages that have been sitting here for what seems like forever. But that's life sometimes. So we'll get into it right after this. Okay, as I said, we've got two boxes today. Well, two, one and one. It's been a little while. Been having, family has been having some issues. My father had surgery at the end of December. So these two things came in during that whole time. And so I'm just getting around to dealing with it right now. So again, it is what it is. These things happen. So the first thing we're going to do is, I don't know which one is which now because I mixed them all up. But I think this is the one that we're going to do right now. I think we're going to do this one first. So getting into it, I know one of these is what I've been teasing in the last video about, some people might be asking, why in the hell did you buy those things? Well, we'll see. Okay, so let's get to opening. And screw it. I'm going to do it the easy way. Well, the almost easy way. Okay, so nope. This is not the right one that I wanted to open. Well, screw it. Let's just do it. It's already opened. All right, so first off, we've got these three copies of Justice League, whatever you want to call it, Justice League International, Justice League America, whatever it is. So one direct, two direct, one newsstand. And these are the origin of Maxwell Lord and also the first appearance of Ice. I think it's Ice. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Like I said, they've been sitting here for a while. I remembered it when I was buying them, but now I don't remember. Justice League America. Yeah, so this started out as the Justice League America title, then went to Justice League International, then went to Justice League Europe. Yeah, it's very confusing. It's like one long run that is okay, so it starts out Justice League, which they call Justice League America. Then it goes to Justice League International. Then it goes to Justice League Europe. It's a whole big confusing thing. As a lot of places treat it as just one whole run if you're searching for it. So, depending on what you're doing, where you're looking, it throws things all out of whack. So I want to look for Justice League International because that's what this is after, I think, number 5 or 6 or something like that. Okay, so first cover appearance and origin of Maxwell Lord. Okay, so we know that. And the first appearance of Ice. So if anybody doesn't know, Fire and Ice from the Justice League Unlimited series, the cartoon series. Fire is, she's the green chick who has green flame. And Ice is obviously an ice character. I always thought that those two were very underrated. Let me get my knife so I could open these up. But yeah, I always thought that those two characters were underrated. And to be honest, I never understood why so many of the DC characters that have appeared in cartoons and movies and TV series don't get the same hype as Marvel, which is really weird. But, it is what it is. Okay, so this is supposed to be a very fine plus. And, okay, that knife is very sharp. So for a very fine plus, let's get another light going here. Well, all right. Pages are pretty decently white. You know, you can see it there. You can see it on the top, maybe, you know, either way. So this is supposed to be white pages, 1/4 inch crease in the corner sharp covers. Okay, so honestly, I don't know. You can see along here, there's a remnant of something. And we'll check on the inside cover because it might be that. And it does look like it's that. Okay, so you can see it when I open it up. No, the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but you can see it with your eyes. Oh, there you go. You can see like the double lines there now. That's from the inside cover. So that's not a remnant of dirt. That's just the inside cover. So for the most part, I mean, here, that's a big ass crease. Here is a color breaking crease. So very fine plus when you have 1/4 inch crease corner sharp covers. Yeah, I don't really, yeah, as usual, don't, grade's terrible. Grading is terrible on this. Here you can see a big crease here, but it's white, so that's okay. Oh, it's not okay, but it's okay in terms of being fixable. And here's another one. So, you know, and this you could see is a little dirty too. So not very fine plus. You know, I'd call that a very fine, to be honest. But that's par for the course when we're dealing with this. And this is a near mint one. This is, okay, so that was the newsstand version. Let me just see if I even expected it to be that grade. So it said very fine plus on the grading. And newsstand, I don't, okay, I didn't even buy a newsstand, to be honest. So it actually only cost me 69 cents. So I'm okay, 69 cents, whatever, you know. But still, stick to the freaking grading because, you know, just because it's a good price doesn't mean that it's acceptable to, I would say, mislead your customers. If it's something is supposed to be, you know, very fine plus, and you're saying that it's got, you know, no tears or anything like that, and you see tears, that's a lie. It's as simple as that. So here's one of the direct copies. This one is a near mint minus. Near mint minus. This cost me $1.54. So this one does look a lot better. Lot better. There is, as you can see, it looks like, is it a slight miswrap? Who knows? Or maybe that's just how it's designed. It's very tough to tell. I mean, this one, you could see that there's a lot of white on the front cover. You can see that it's all there. With this one, you see it's all yellow, and the black border at the top portion is where the spine is supposed to be. So this is a little bit of a miswrap, it looks like. But other than that, this is a lot better condition. I don't see any dings in the corners or anything like that. So this one is, yeah, much better. And then we have the second copy of the second direct copy. That's a near mint minus also. What in the hell? Oh, I'm sorry. I screwed that up. This one that I just did was a very fine. So a very fine plus. And that one cost $1.21. That's surprising. That's actually a positive. This is the near mint minus. And this one cost $1.54. So let's see what this one comes out like. Again, this one has a much better wrap to it. You could see just barely any white showing. So much better. But as you can see down here, I think I saw this corner. You could see maybe there's a little bit something going on. And you can see like a crease in that reflection. You can see a crease in there. But I have in here, it's, yeah, see right there, you can see nice white color breaking crease over there. And this one, again, is, other than that, it's not that bad. Well, I don't know if we could pick this up. There's a little bit of creasing up here, but that could probably be pressed out. But with that white color breaking crease, you can see on here, it says corner sharp, tiny blunting. It doesn't say corner, you know, it doesn't say like this one where it says 1/4 inch crease. So the near mint minus is worse condition than the very fine plus. Go figure. So we get to the next one, and we'll do the second one first because I have to see the last one for myself. Next one is Batwing number 20. Is this direct? Yeah, this is direct edition. So Batwing 20, and this is the first time. I want to say the first time that Duke Thomas is Batwing. Not Duke Thomas, Luke Fox. Duke Thomas's signal. Let's see. First appearance of Luke Fox as Batwing in story. Previously in cover only. Okay, so basically this would be like the first full appearance. The Batwing 19 is the bigger one. That's with him just on the cover as Batwing. He's not in story. Technically, that should be a cameo. This is supposed to be a first appearance because it's in the story itself. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the world we live in when we deal with, you know, all this bullshit with the difference between cameos and first appearances. What even is the definition of a cameo? But, you know, and this is supposed to be a near mint. I paid $2.62 for it. Got a really good price on this. And so if we're looking, all right, so, and this is going to be crazy because it's a black cover, but it looks like there's a little bit of something up here, a little bit of a crease or something, but overall that back spine looks really nice. There's those little white bits. I don't know what that is. I'll have to take a look. Front cover, it looks like we have spine tick right there, color breaking spine tick. And we have a corner crunch up here that breaks color and another spine tick there. So near mint, no, I would not call this a near mint. At least not when, yeah, I would not call this a near mint. Near mint minus, very fine plus, okay, but not near mint. And people will say, oh, well, you only paid $2.62 for it. I don't give a crap what you say. It was described as a near mint. It literally says, here, we'll take the description. Slight bend, no tears, tiny blunting, color reflection, yes, blah, 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 no tears in the staple. So when you look at this, that says sharp, corner sharp, tiny blunting. This is not tiny blunting. Yeah, this is not tiny blunting. That's a huge ass crease. So again, shut up. Okay, and last but not least, we have Super Friends number 14. This is a Whitman variant. This is, what is it? The origin of the Wonder Twins? Super Friends. Yeah, so Super Friends 14 is, yes, Origin of the Wonder Twins. So this is supposed to be a very fine. And the reason why I bought this is because, well, number one, it's a Whitman variant, which is cool. But the front cover should be sharp covers with only a 1/4 inch crease in the corners and pretty clean cover. So if there's anything, it should be able to be cleaned and pressed out based on this. This I only paid $7.40 for. Well, I shouldn't say only. You know, this is, I honestly don't know if this is a good deal or not, to be fair. But looking at this, oh my God. I hope you can see this. Well, all right, let's take a look. First off, let's go with all of this damage up here. This is just, this is just all kinds of torn apart. And then we have, okay, you could kind of see it, especially like up here, you can see all of this wrinkling. Let me see what happens if I do this. No, it's still very hard to get. It's hard to get an angle to show you how much waviness there is in this book. Okay, so right here. All right, look at this as this hold up. Look at all of this wrinkling and this waviness in this book. It looks like it's got water damage, but that's not a problem. It's a clean cover. It's, the pages are pretty white. The back is a little bit, well, the back has this ginormous color breaking crease going all the way through it. And again, you can see, let's get you up here. You can see for yourself. Look at all this damage here, all this damage here, here, all the way through. There's no way in hell this is a very fine. And then on top of that, just look at this top. You have all of this creasing, and this is a tear, but it says minor crease on the cover tears, minor crease. That stuff is not minor crease. That is, these are just tears. I mean, you look at the rating on the staples. Tears at staple, no, 1/16 inch max. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call, where the hell is the staple on here? Here's the staple, it's in the front cover. You're telling me that these are not staple tears? Where's the bottom staple? Here's the bottom staple. That's not, I don't know. Yeah. So this is just, this is a terrible, terrible graded copy. This is not, the grading on this is, and the funny thing is, it's on the cover. It's only the cover with all of this water damage and wrinkling. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know. The interior pages are fine. The back cover is fine. So, yeah, that's all just craziness right there. So let's get into the next batch, because this is 2 books. Well, a few copies of 2 books. We'll toss that. And this, so let's get this going. I wish my camera was, I wish the overhead camera was a little bit further out, because then I wouldn't be in this weird position trying to open this up. All right, so this, I'm just going to take them all out at once. This is what I figured that most people would be like, what in the hell are you buying this for? 1, 2. So I bought 3 copies of Bloodshot #1. It's shiny, so you're going to get a little bit of a reflection on there. And then I bought 4 copies of Ninjak #1. And the reason why I bought them, the Bloodshots, it cost me like $1.50 for every one of them. The Ninjax cost me 65 cents for one and $1 for the other. So I figured, what? Why not? You know, there's it's I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It was basically just a situation where I'm like, you know what? These are sitting there. I don't have any Bloodshot #1 to begin with. So for starters, this it will, you know, it is what it is. It's the first series, you know, first full series, Bloodshot, whatever you want to call it. The movie sucked. Yeah, the movie was terrible. But the character is cool. The concept of the character is cool. And Ninjak is cool. And X-O Manowar and all these other, you know, Valiant universe, those are all pretty cool characters. So if you could get a studio, again, the only place that you could see that Bloodshot is on Starz. So I think it's like maybe related to Sony or something like that. But if you get an actual studio with actual, you know, Vin Diesel, I don't even get me started on Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is always Vin Diesel. The Rock is always The Rock, as far as I'm concerned, whenever it comes to their roles. You know, it's always them, just in a different role. So, you know, so that's what I was talking about. I bought a bunch of books that people would be like, why in the hell are you buying these? Well, for a total of $8 to get 3, 5, 7 books, barely over $1 each, you know, you never know what can happen in the future. It's the same reason why a few months ago, I bought 10 copies of Turok for 49 cents each. You don't know. And people will say, oh, well, you know, there's a million of these out there. Yeah. But also amongst those million, a lot of them probably got treated like trash, or they don't even know where they are anymore because they were just, you know, so many of them produced that people didn't really do anything with them. And the last one that I bought is Umbrella Academy. This is what the hell is it? Oblivion Suite. This is the first series, #4. And this I bought, it's a near mint minus, and I paid $5.72 for it. And the reason why I bought this is because it's $5.72 for a pretty decent modern key. You know, the Umbrella Academy had the series. I honestly, I never followed it. I never read the books, to be honest. You know, it's one of those things where this is just an opportunity to own something that I might be able to flip for something else that interests me even more, or something that I prefer. Now, this, I'm looking at it, and I can't really tell, but it looks like there's dirt up here. I have to see if it's, you know, if it's part of the cover, because if you look at the bottom has a lot of, you know, like spray type stuff on it. So, you know, it could be something similar to that. But on the back, I did notice, and again, there's a white crease, color breaking crease right there. There's a spine tick right there. This is those little white dots, so that's okay. But the rest of the back, you have another one right here. You have another spine tick right there, and you have more damage down there. So for something that is supposed to be a near mint minus that says, you know, I don't even know what I would call this. That's the problem with these grading. They don't ever talk about spine. They just talk about cover. But if you're telling me that there's, you know, cover tears, no, sharp corners, 1/4 inch crease, well, they, you know, basically, yeah. Oh, and I'm seeing this, that when I was talking about the top, yeah, you could see there's like dirt right here and coming down here. So this might be dirt, but again, I have to compare it to some other books on the web to see if that's part of the design or if it's, you know, this. But that's it. You know, hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore with these things. It's such a crapshoot to work with New Cadia. And yeah, I already have a, let me see if I can find it. If it's here. Yeah. I already have an outline for doing my online shopping reviews, online store reviews for all the places I've shopped at, tried to shop at but didn't, or wanted to shop at but can't for some for certain reasons. I have the outline done. I am already set that I'm going to do my reviews. This is going to be the first one. This is going to be hella long review. It's going to be very in-depth, and you're going to want to watch it. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.